Workers who are expecting a bump in pay starting next week will no longer get that. In fact, after a federal judge in Texas blocked the new rule that would have made 4 million more workers eligible for overtime pay.
NBC4's Olivia Fecteau has been talking to both supporters and critics of this judicial decision tonight about what all this means.
If this new rule had gone through, salaried workers making $47,000 a year or less would have started receiving overtime pay. But opponents of the rule said it would have been a burden for businesses. Inside the Mug and Brush barbershop, every customer has a story.
I ended up working basically 15 hours a day, 7 days a week for about a month and a half straight.
She works around like 50 hours a week and she's salary, and this would have really helped her pay off her student loans.
We have to hold the phone and we're on call for 24 hours at a time.
Under a new federal rule, salaried workers making up to $47,000 a year would have begun receiving overtime pay.
If you were anticipating a pay raise on December 1, that this would be a very disappointing turn of events.
But a federal court in Texas sheared away that possibility this week. The Ohio Chamber of Commerce calls it a victory.
You have 8, maybe 10 employees. You don't have that luxury. You don't have that flexibility.
Critics said the new rule could cause some employers to cut jobs.
One size does not fit all in the business community.
When you cut to the point,
Being able to feel like you're making a living off of the amount of work that you do is really important.
many people believe it's about treating workers fairly.
Some weeks it's a great deal for them because their salary might be based on 50 hours and they're only working 40, but for every one of them there's another person who's kind of being abused by the employer that they're working for.
One person we spoke with said his suggestion going forward would be a rule that limits the number of hours an employee can work in a given week. Reporting in Columbus, Olivia Fecteau, NBC4.